MusicFirst Elementary, powered by Turanga, is a cloud-based curriculum for elementary general music, grades K through 5, with 36 sequential lesson plans for each grade level. When you open MusicFirst Elementary, you will see an on-screen resource that functions almost like an interactive textbook, and then you'll also see accompanying lesson plans, curriculum maps, and assessment tools for use as well. Originally a curriculum designed by Turanga for a variety of countries around the world, MusicFirst Elementary is fully aligned with the National Core Arts Standards. This involved a meticulous process to ensure that each standard is approached in every grade level. Essentially, we took a product that was working very well in the UK and rewrote it to fit with our education system here in the US. As you can see, there are 6 units with 6 weeks of lessons within each unit, all based around original and public domain songs and social themes like motivation and comfort and caring for our planet. When you click on the unit, you will see each week of that unit. Within those weeks, you can explore the lesson plan, the teaching manipulatives, assign it to a class, and add to your library of lessons so you can customize the lessons. Click on Plan and you can download it or read it inside the page. You will also find the melody, lyrics, chords, lead sheets, lyric sheets, and the entire melody lead sheet written out for treble clef instruments pitched in C, E flat, F, and B flat, and instruments written for bass clef and alto clef. On top of all of that, many of the songs in grade 3 also include sheet music. The sheet music takes a portion of the song and arranges it in parts for woodwinds, brass, percussion, keyboard, guitar, ukulele, and string instruments. For example, if I know that my general music students are studying violin or piano in group lessons, or are taking private guitar lessons at home, I can click on those parts and find the ones that would work best for them. They can bring their instruments to general music class and play the songs we are learning on their instruments. The easiest way to look at all of the parts is to click on Teach and then on Sheet Music. Let's look for violin parts. I can see 3 parts for violin. Part 1 would be played by my more advanced 3rd graders. Parts 2 and 3 would be performed by my novice to intermediate players. As I scroll up, I would probably ask my keyboardist which part would be successful for them to perform, and I would ask my guitarist if they would like to perform the advanced or easy chord versions, or if they would like to perform the melody. As you continue to look through the parts, I adore that they can be downloaded and then shared to their learning management system or UMU. If the parts seem a little low, I would encourage the students to play the part up an octave. Finally, since most instrumentation is available, MusicFirst Elementary helps me arrange music for my eclectic ensemble with a few low and a few high strings, electronic keyboards, percussion, a couple of brass, and quite a few woodwinds. If you teach ensembles that you end up arranging for due to instrumentation, this curriculum is wonderful. There are very few clicks within MusicFirst Elementary so that the layout is nicely intuitive. If you need to, you could download the weekly lesson plans or the curriculum maps and hand them into your supervising administrator without having to recreate the wheel. You can also download and print out the formative and summative checklists to use while the students perform the unit quizzes at the beginning and end of each unit, or the baseline and the end of the grade level quizzes. There are also music theory quiz logs for the students and teachers to keep track of the assessments throughout the year. These assessments are excellent for retrieval practice and for showing administration that your students are accomplishing grade level objectives. Let's move on to the understanding music portion. Look at the summary to help draw out the musical concepts that they would experience. Since the melodic patterns are G, A, and B for this understanding music portion, I would change the settings to display solfege note names of Do, Re, Mi, display solfege hand signs during singing sections, and change the animated instrument to recorder since my 3rd graders would have successfully accomplished GAB on the recorder at this point in the school year. I change these settings when I feel that they will be beneficial. Now, the students will warm up by moving to the steady beat of the music, echo clapping, echo singing, echo playing, improvising clapping, improvising playing, and improvising singing patterns to a variety of rhythms and melodies. When you use the understanding music portion in the classroom, You can decrease the tempo when they come to the playing portion so that they can process it successfully. Understanding music portion is the same song for each week in one unit so that the students have consistency when learning and improving on their improvisation, performing, and singing skills. As we move to the listen and respond portion, each one revolves around a song and social theme. In this lesson, the song is Everybody Loves the Sunshine. In the younger grades, the listen and respond portion included videos for our younger learners. Now, MusicFirst Elementary gives the older students questions to reflect on as they listen to the song. The teacher can open the questions up for discussion or use them as a writing piece and have them write or type their answers. As we listen to the song again, we go through the tabs on the bottom of the screen. These tabs are full of wonderful and amazing information about the music, style, history, performance, and more. For example, in this response section, the students learn about tempo, rhythm, tone color, expression, time signatures, and style. These sections contain unique items for every song. In this extended listening portion, the students listen to excerpts of the song to zone in on certain beats, pitches, instrument vocals, and rhythms. In this understand portion, they deep dive into the origins of the song and the comprehension of the lyrics. They also give great cross-curricular connections to science, dance, and food in this particular song. This portion also gives you alternative artists to listen to. Usually, in week 6 of each unit, a person from the culture or area where the music originated speaks about the music, and the recording is usually a traditional recording from the artist of that area of the world. Or there is a description of a dance that is connected to the music, and so much more. Each lesson also contains a picture for the students to reflect upon. The Connect portion shows where the musical style falls on the timeline. When teaching the song, the Learn to Sing the Song gives you options where you can follow the music as it highlights each measure. It also breaks down the song so your students can learn a verse, chorus, bridge, and more. These portions allow you to change the tempo of the recording to assist with learning the song. It also gives you the option to remove the vocals. This A to Z button on the bottom of the screen gives you and your students a convenient glossary to look up terms and music vocabulary. If you are new to teaching a song, revisit the lesson plan, which gives flexible approaches to how to teach the song. In this lesson, there are additional activities. They include playing your instruments and composing with the song. When you click on the Playing Our Instruments tab, it gives your students options to play with glockenspiel or recorders. These can be exchanged for boomwhackers, classroom instruments, or body percussion. You can also click on the Sheet Music tab and have your students use any band, orchestra, guitar, ukulele instrument to perform with this track. Again, you can change the tempo if the song's tempo is too fast or slow for your students. The Compose with the Song tab gives you fabulous options for each of your students. You can do this as a group or individual activity. Have the students choose the amount of notes and the instruments for which they will perform the melody. Here, we will choose a treble clef C instrument with a 3-note scale. The 6 options gives you a lot of choices so that your students can successfully compose music. The first 3 are rhythmic options and the next 3 are melodic and rhythmic options. Let's choose a staff with note names. Click and drag the note to the screen and it will only allow the 3 notes you chose. The highlight part shows where the note will fall on the staff. Click on the note to raise or lower the pitch or delete it. When finished, listen to the playback and discuss if the note fits into the chord structure. Have the students practice it and perform along with the music. This also can be printed out, saved within the program, and exported as a Music Explorer file. In the week 6 of each 3rd grade unit, the students are now introduced to Music Notepad from the Creative Tools. They can use this notation program that specifically is developed for younger students so that they can successfully compose music for various instruments. Check out the Music Notepad video to learn more about it. In MusicFirst Elementary, you can customize your lessons so that you can add your own PowerPoints, images, audio files, and more, as you can see here, where I wanted to extend the lesson around the song Uncle Jesse to include a Bessie Jones recording. I customized it to add the PDF that links to the site with her original recording. Check out the Customizing Lessons and Units video to learn more about this. This is just the beginning. There are numerous music creation tools, including tools for decoding, creating music, music notation, and a web-based digital audio workstation that can score movie files. This truly sets MusicFirst Elementary into a league of its own. Check it out today.